Well, I must say, it's a quite lovely day outside today compared to the other days. Who the fuck was that? Anyway, welcome back to the channel, guys. Matt here, and we are back for another video. For those of you Street Speed 717 guys, the Chick-fil-A that he always goes to is right up there. So yes, I do live close to Street Speed 717 because that has been a question asked frequently. So I just put a poll up on Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, it's at Snussycopen, Snussycopen, whatever you guys want to call me. Whether you guys wanted a dip or a truck video tonight. But while I kind of let that go through before I continue out the rest of the video, man, how many of you can relate to once you get off of your shift at work, you just have to drop the biggest deuce? Because that's exactly how I feel right now, and I still have a 40-minute drive home. So my fiance is going to kill me because I'm already late getting home, but I do need to get fuel in the Duramax. And unfortunately, there's only one stop on the way home until I get home to get diesel fuel. So I have to cut through this little town called Hummelstown to get some fuel. I do not think I've seen a slower pump in my life. All right, so while we wait 20 years for this pump to finally hit $8 in about 10 seconds, there's actually already somewhat of an issue with the Duramax, which it is what it is. It happens. It's a 2002 truck. But I do have a noise in the left front wheel, so we're going to have to try to figure that out, and hopefully it's not too expensive to fix. But there is already some type of weird thing going on. Now, it is just kind of like, I don't want to say it's like a major issue, but it could potentially be. It's like, it almost sounds like it's rubbing, but I know it's not rubbing, so I don't know if like maybe a bushing's going bad or something like that. And the front left tire actually does leak, so we'll have to try to figure that out this weekend. So a little bit of an update. We've been here for about 6 minutes already, and we're only at $20.70. All right, so this is absolutely ridiculous. I went back and looked at my other video just to see what time I did it. I started recording at 19 after. It is now 32 after, and it's still freaking going. It's only at $43. Your pumps are bullshit. Well, as if 13 minutes at the freaking diesel pump wasn't great enough, we officially hit traffic in Hershey, PA. Put me in the doghouse even further. Oh, great. Now the kids gotta go home. So while we're on the topic, and it seems after 45 minutes of having the poll up on Instagram that you guys would like to see a truck video, so obviously it's going to be a lot of me talking in this video, but we are going to discuss about common things that not only for diesel trucks, but for any used vehicle that you buy, things to look for, things that can happen, things that get worn out, and stuff along those lines. So one big thing that you always want to look for, and if you can get receipts or anything like that, if somebody states that they were replaced, specifically on diesels, you want to see if the injectors were replaced. The injectors, I will say, are kind of a pricier thing to get done. Now I've already been kind of quoted, it'll be about $2 grand for me to replace the injectors and stuff like that in this truck, which the injectors are fine. But like I said, with the sale of actually selling the Mark IV GTI, it's almost like I'm not really spending anything. Like I said, you guys that are familiar with the channel, I have the Subaru WRX, the Blob-Eye, which was kind of, I don't want to say a replacement for the GTI, but it was like, okay, I built the GTI. GTI was fun, it's whatever, it's still a Volkswagen. I always tried to stay away from Volkswagens, but at the time, I bought the Volkswagen when I was 17, and I wanted to get a diesel truck, but honestly, I couldn't afford a diesel truck back then. So I ended up getting something that I was like, okay, it'll be good on fuel, I can tinker with it, yada, yada, yada. And, for pushing 24 pounds of boost, the thing hauls ass, but I'm just kind of over that phase, and I would much rather invest the money that I can get from selling that into this truck, which, like I said, will go towards not stock injectors, but upgraded injectors, so we can tune it, so we can do this and that, and continue the build of the Duramax. Oh boy. To make matters even better, finally got through the traffic. Now we're going 10 miles per hour in a 55 mile per hour speed zone, which is just great. Now, in my opinion, kind of like the second thing that you look for, I mean, like aside from rust and like dents and stuff like that, you want to check out the suspension. Now, obviously, like, I don't think it's a shock that's wrong with the Duramax right now. I don't think that it's a shock. I think it's more along the lines of like a wheel bearing or a bushing or something like that. But you always want to check like suspension parts and make sure, everything is good, because like I said, if you're buying a used vehicle, whether it's got 50,000 miles or 150,000 miles, it has that amount of mileage wear and tear on it, unless you have, like I said previously, paperwork stating that stuff was changed. So in all of my vehicles, I've actually replaced out like bushings and stuff like that, just kind of like, I do it as like a, I don't want to say it, like a suspension refresh. Refreshing everything, that's just something that I do. So honestly, what most likely is the cause of the problem here is something that I would have taken care of anyway. Now, before some of you guys are like, oh, well, you're saying this, but why don't you practice what you preach? I mean, honestly, the suspension didn't seem bad. Nothing really seemed too crazy out of whack, when I bought this thing 2 weeks ago, but stuff happens. Anything can happen at any given time. I mean, you can buy a brand new vehicle and have issues right out the gate. It all just depends on, obviously certain circumstances. I mean, you have less of a chance with the newer vehicle, but you could have, any problem show up on any type of vehicle. So we're only a couple minutes from home. Once we get home, then, we'll continue this video further. But in the meantime, you guys just enjoy this view. This is why I love where I live, being out in a certain area of Pennsylvania. I don't necessarily want to give away, but some of you guys know, it's a very pretty area where I live. Lots of farmland, but the inner city does suck. There is a city about 25 minutes away. Man, I can just not catch a break on the way home today. I don't know what's going on here. That looks like fire police. Oh, that might be an accident. That definitely looks like an accident. It is. Well, I hope they're okay. I don't know what they did. Alright, so I'm going to do this for a couple reasons. I'm not home yet, but we're going to shut the truck off. You guys hear that? There's like something going on. And it's like, I don't know. You can see that tire's leaking a little bit. And also I wanted to come out here specifically to get a thumbnail too. But I don't know what the deal is going on suspension wise, or like I said, I think it's a wheel bearing, truthfully. Dr. Dipshit! What's going on, ugly? What's going on? So anyway, guys, for those of you that haven't seen it yet, there's the Subi. I feel like I can't ever catch a break with vehicles. I feel like it's always something, this, that, but whatever. I enjoy it. I enjoy fixing things. I enjoy spending money on my vehicles. Literally, all of my money goes towards vehicles, aside from bills and being able to support a family. I mean, to be honest, I'm 22. I have a Duramax and a Subaru and a Camaro up at my parents' house, and selling the GTI and keeping the Jetta. What are those?
I'm sorry. Where's the dog?
You should be sorry. He's right here. Okay. Also, do not forget, guys, when we hit 1,500 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Like I said, it will probably be some type of gift card. I might pick 1 or 2 winners. It will be like a subscriber at random. So, tell your friends. Get everybody to subscribe to the channel. Obviously, make it people that are going to enjoy Subaru, chewing tobacco dip, Duramax videos, and, just random shenanigans. We, like I said in, previous videos, I cannot wait to get the dune buggy finished, which, for those of you that have watched, the dune buggy is going to be freaking legit. We have a dune buggy. We have my Yamaha Warrior. Like I said, the snowmobile might still be staying. I don't know. I might sell that to do some more things to the Duramax. Don't tell camera. But, that's a big thing for me. I think that, hitting 1,000 subscribers was unheard of. And, we hit that in a couple months, and then we kind of died down. I stopped posting videos, which I apologize for. We had a lot of things going on with work and obviously baby Kinsley being born and, stuff along those lines. But now that I am back and going to be posting more consecutively, I don't think it will be every single day, but I would say probably a good 3 or 4 videos will be posted each week. Now, I do have a lot of ideas for content, so it's not like it's going to be necessarily boring content. I would kind of classify today's video maybe as boring content, but, you know, we have a lot of cool installs that are going to be going on the Subaru, you know, big changes coming to the Duramax, and just kind of some all-around fun ideas that we're going to be going on. So if this was your first time watching a video on my channel, do not forget to hit the subscribe button down below and tell your friends. See you guys at the next one.